Hello, one and all of my dear friends and followers. I'm Tyrell Ordain, welcoming you all to today's episode of the Cricket Rockstar Plus Show. We have a good chunk of IPL cricket to run through, and not just that alone, my dear friends. We also have the UEFA Conference League final to look back at, and a quick roundup from the FIFA Men's World Cup that kicks off in just 2 weeks from now in the United States of America, Mexico, and Canada. We're starting off in India with the Indian Premier League as the IPL 2026 eliminator, which took place on Wednesday, was an absolute masterclass in destruction as the Rajasthan Royals knocked out the Sunrisers Hyderabad from the competition by defeating them by 47 runs, sending the 2016 champions out of the competition, and Rajasthan are one step further to yet another IPL final. And if they do have to reach the IPL final, it will be their third appearance in the showpiece final. Now, just to let y'all know, folks, RCB are already there in the final. This is after they defeated the Gujarat Titans by a massive margin of 90-something odd runs in the first qualifier. Means that Rajasthan will now face Gujarat Titans for the final spot in the final on Sunday. Now, Friday is the final qualifier between Gujarat and Rajasthan, just to let y'all know. But we gotta talk about 15-year-old Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, because this boy is an absolute whiz kid slash a genius. He walked out and absolutely dismantled the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowling attack, smashing 97 or 29 deliveries. Now, he almost broke Chris Gale's record for the fastest ever IPL century. In fact, he already has the second fastest IPL 100 to say the least. But check the amount of sixes he hit in this innings. 12 sixes, 5 boundaries. It was absolute carnage over Imolapur as the Royals got over 250 plus on the board. And that's not all, folks. Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, the 15-year-old from Bihar, broke Chris Gale's record for the most number of sixes hit in a single season of the Indian Premier League. Seriously, this boy is already a future star in the making. Rajasthan didn't just start off in a flyer, they kept on smashing it at fast pace. If it wasn't Sooryavanshi with his 29 ball 97, we gotta talk about Dhruv Jurel. Normally, he's the man with the anchor role in the middle. He struck a clinical 50 of, guess what, just 21 deliveries as they posted a massive score of 243 for the loss of 8 wickets. And Sunrisers Hyderabad, let me just say this, folks, they were simply way no match. They did try to fight back in the death overs, but already it was way too little, way too late, as the first half was an absolute onslaught to say the least. Now, they had required 244 to knock out Rajasthan, and they never just got going, folks. They never got going, really, because they had a nightmare start, courtesy the fast pace of Jofra Archer bowling at over 90 plus miles an hour and over 150 kilometers per hour. And I must say, Jofra Archer has been nothing but unstoppable in this season's IPL. He removed the entire top order inside the power play. Abhishek Sharma, Duck, then Ishan Kishan and Nitish Kumar Reddy had to rebuild with some flashes of brilliance. But in the end, the required run rate was way too much to climb for the Sunrisers, and that is where the pressure broke down for them big time. While Sunrisers Hyderabad's 2026 IPL season may have ended in disappointment, the Rajasthan Royals keep on rolling. Now, keep in mind, Rajasthan had made the IPL playoffs following defeating Mumbai Indians in their last league game. Now, if them do have to reach the final, this would be a Cinderella story to say the least. They do punch their ticket to qualifier number 2, where they will face the Gujarat Titans for that final spot into the finals, where either team could face RCB. If Vaibhav Sooryavanshi keeps on hitting the ball quite like this, the Rajasthan Royals will be indeed not just the favourites, but a serious threat. But be wary of Gujarat Titans though, because their bowling attack, let me tell you, has been in red hot form of late. And that is not all. Watch out for RCB if any of these two do have to reach the final, because RCB, let me tell you, has been in red hot form all season long, despite the couple of glimpses and misses, or should I say, despite a couple of mishaps they've had so far in the campaign. Tuesday's first qualifier between Royal Challengers Bengaluru and the Gujarat Titans in Dharamsala was an absolute destruction, or should I say a lopsided affair, as the defending champions hammered the 2022 champions by 92 runs to secure the first spot in finalist row. And that is not all, my dear friends. It also proved that RCB's consistent winning mentality is exactly why they are still the defending champions. If you want to know how they won this game, it's simply one person, no further looking than its captain, Rajat Patidar, who, in my opinion, should have a place in the Indian team instead of Surya Kumar Yadav, who, in my opinion, has had a disastrous IPL season. And that is not all. I even also pointed out that Shreyas Iyer should be India's new T20 skipper, nevertheless. Because I won't get to Iyer right now, but Rajat Patidar, what an innings this man played on Tuesday. 93 of 33 deliveries. He was batting, or should I say, he was hitting the ball everywhere around the park and smashing it to all parts. Full of balls and massive sixes, or should I say 5 boundaries and 9 massive maximums. It was pure carnage from the uncapped Indian player. Now, mind you, he has done some captaincy on the domestic scene, and he single-handedly dragged RCB to over 254 for the loss of 5 wickets, which has to be the highest team total in IPL playoff history. For the Gujarat Titans, though, they never really got going in the run chase, as it was an absolute disaster from ball one. They completely fell apart in the power play, courtesy of veteran paceman Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Now the Titans slipped to a miserable 51 for the loss of 5 wickets, between the unlikely hit wicket for Sai Sudarshan and some lethal bowling, not just from Bhuvi alone, but also from Jacob Duffy, who could have been in the New Zealand team right now playing that one-off test against Ireland, which I will talk about in a subsequent podcast episode. But the game was essentially over inside the power play, as Gujarat never really got going, as I just mentioned. But the only saver for them was Rahul Tiwaria. He, in my opinion, was the lone warrior for Gujarat. While the rest of the batting lineup crumbled to bits and pieces, he fought hard with a gritty 68 of 43 deliveries as he tried to keep the Titans in the hunt for the runs. But with so much to climb, the pressure of the required run rate was just too much. Eventually, they were bowled out for 162 in the 20th over. So RCB are through to yet another IPL final, looking to become the third team in IPL history after the Mumbai Indians and the Chennai Super Kings to successfully defend that elusive crown. As for the Titans, their journey isn't over just yet, as they have a tougher road ahead. Now they have to face the Rajasthan Royals in the second eliminator qualifier to this Friday, with the winner going straight into the final. The question that's got to be asked, will the Titans want that rematch, or will Rajasthan spoil their party? Time will tell. Switching gears from cricket to football now, as we're just about 2 weeks away till the official start of the FIFA Men's World Cup in USA, Mexico and Canada on Thursday, the 11th of June 2026. There's already a lot of drama behind the scenes, as the Iran team have officially moved its residence camp from Arizona to Mexico due to US government's dirty political tricks they have been using from since way before the World Cup and US recent declaration of the war in Iran. And now, to add salt to injury, the Congo team has now flown into the US for the tournament despite threats of the Ebola outbreak back in Congo. They have officially confirmed that they'll be competing in the World Cup, which is a massive relief for the squad and their supporters. And not only that alone, they have full compliance with all US health and safety protocols. The team, remember, or should I say, the team have cancelled their planned send-off in Kinshasa to strictly follow medical guidelines. Most of the squad, mind you, are already based in Europe, and those traveling from Congo have been in a controlled 3-week health bubble to ensure that they follow every single requirement set by American authorities. Sticking with the African continent, South Africa, aka Bafana Bafana, have called up a defender who is currently playing in the MLS into the squad for the World Cup, which is a big moment for the 20-year-old. Now, I'm having an issue pronouncing the name. From what I've been told, Mobokasi has been added into the team for the World Cup, which is a huge moment, not only for the 20-year-old, as he has been a revelation in the MLS so far this season. And he's heading to the tournament alongside Philadelphia Union's Owehu Makanya to anchor that South Africa's defense. Whether they make it out of the first round or not, Bafana Bafana are indeed back on the world stage after a long time. Over to Europe now, where Crystal Palace pulled off the unthinkable in the UEFA Conference League final as they have taken down Rayo Vallecano 1-0 in Leipzig, thanks to a 51st minute goal from Jean-Philippe Mateja. That result secured Crystal Palace's first ever European trophy in its entire club's history, which is also a massive farewell gift for manager Oliver Guznar as he exits the club. Incidentally, this is Crystal Palace's second trophy ever within the last couple of years. They won the FA Cup last year, which is their first ever English trophy in its club's history, following defeating Manchester City in the final. And that is not all. It just goes to show that this team, which includes young Trinidad and Tobago player Rio Cardenas, who's only 19 years of age, who just last week made his first ever start into the 11 in the Premiership, it goes to show that Crystal Palace has a lot of potential to go a long way in English football. All they have to do is just stay consistent and the results will come. And there you are, my dear friends. That is going to conclude it for today's edition of the Cricket Rockstar Plus Show, where we not only talk all things cricket, we also talk football as well, which is my second favorite sport after cricket. Fun fact, these are the two most popular sports in the world. Football is played by billions of people and cricket is second on the list. And as I leave you all for this show, and until we meet again for the next show, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. Mwah! Bye bye for now.